Hi everyone, my name's Anne-Marie. Welcome to this episode of Cut TV. In this episode we're looking at a gorgeous kit from Carol Dunne, and the cup number is cup 158096_173. The kit is called the Valentine Cascade Deluxe Kit, and we're going to make a gorgeous Valentine card with it. There's 8 sheets in the kit, and I just want to run through the sheets with you before we make the card. So first of all, we've got 2 of what look like kind of like a horseshoe shape. Now these are sentiments for the top of the Cascade card. You can mix them and match them and use whichever you want that's going to suit the person that you're making the card for. So there's actually 8 of these, but you're going to use 2 per card. Next, we've got some hearts. Now these are embellishments that you're going to cut out to decorate the finished card. Next, we have the actual card itself, and we have the sheets that are self-explanatory from Carol. And they're literally, there's an inside right, there's the inside left, and then there's the outside left and the outside right. And finally, Carol has included some instructions as well, so that if you're just a little bit stuck or you need just guidance, you'll be able to follow the instructions and work the magic the card making is. Now I've gone ahead and I've cut out the actual card itself, and what I've done just to help myself, before I cut it out, I've wrote on the inside of the card, on the back side of the printed side should I say, inside left, outside left, just so that I know that these 2 sections of the card are going to go together. And what happens is I've got double-sided tape on one of the sheets that I've cut out. Now there is score lines and cut lines on these, so I shall point those out when we've stuck them together. But you're actually going to stick the outside left and the inside left back to back, so that it will make, in theory, a double-sided cardstock like that. And then we're going to also do the same for the right side of the card. I've again added the words inside right and outside right, and then added just flat tape. Now, because I've used flat tape only for quickness, if you want to use wet glue, then at least that'll give you a little bit of wiggle room to be able to get your cardstock edge to edge, so to speak. So I'm just adding the second sheet on top of the first, so that they're back to back. Now on the card, there is actually a score line. I've scored down that before we started, and there's also cut lines, and these are the same on both of the actual sides of the card. Again, I've already scored it, but I'm just going to make sure that it's folded. I'm going to use my bone folder, and I'm going to do the same for the other card as well. And then we're going to follow the cut lines. Now the cut lines are in red, and we're just going to follow them up to the mark. Now Carol has said that you want to cut about 1 millimetre of a cut line. My scissors are quite thick, so we're going to try it with that and see how we go with it. So I'm going to do the same on the second sheet as well, and again just cut up to the mark and then cut to the mark again the other side. There we go. Now on the instruction sheet, you're going to want both sections in a V shape, because one is going to slot on top of the other. So what happens is, now I'm hoping these are going to slot together like this. So we're going to slot in and we're going to get a cascade shape. So we need to wiggle it a little bit, and then at the back we slot that section in as well and fold it and give it a wiggle and a push, and where we've scored it, it will fold flat there. That's how it would fold to go into the envelope. Now I'm going to do mine like this. You would probably do yours stood up, but I want you to be able to see where I put the sentiments on. So now we've actually got the card base constructed, I'm going to take two of the sentiments that I've cut out, and these say "to someone special with all my love." And the first one I'm going to add, I've just got flat tape on the back, and I'm going to put "with all my love" to the back of the card, roughly about there, and then the front of the sentiment I'm going to add to the next tab along and add it roughly, I would say, there we go, so it just slots in at an angle. And then the next sentiment, again I've got flat tape on it, and I'm going to add this to the second fold on the card and pop it about there, I would say. So those are my sentiments. It still folds flat, and then I can embellish it with some of the hearts that Carol has included. So I'm going to add one towards the back, there we go, and these are just on flat tape that I've added at the bottom, and one at the front, one I would say about there. Now you can add these hearts wherever you like, so you can just have fun and add them at the back of the card, at the front of the card, at different angles, and the different sizes of them, and then a couple more, and then the last one I think about there. And that is our card finished. So it stands up. Oops, my heart's popped off. Pop that back on there. It folds flat to go in an envelope, and it's just such a beautiful card. What a great idea for Valentine's Day. Now I'd like to remind you of the cup number. It was cup 158096_173. And you can see more of Carol Dunne's designs if you go to www.craftsuprint.com and just check Carol's designs out. So I would just like to say thank you so much for watching, and we shall see you next time.